All right, y'all, what's up and welcome back to the channel. It is the end of September and we are at it again doing another wedding here at the Upchurch, Apex, North Carolina, about 30 minutes from the office. We are set up right now in the conservatory, is what they call this room. And then the ceremony is gonna be outside, weather permitting, of course. What else would it be except for a potential rain on a Bun DJ company Saturday, but hopefully it's gonna hold out. We're getting ready to go set up for the ceremony now, but tonight we're doing something a little bit different. Number one, 87 people, a very small wedding for us. We usually do about 150, 160. So we're just doing Evolve 50s, Command Center, of course, by Bun Gear for the booth. We have our both lighting 360 tubes, 16 both lighting IR4s around the room. And we also are using the Polaris stands by ProX. And then I put the ProX adapter on top and hooked up these brand new spider washes. So we're not using our movers tonight just because we were in a corner and it was a smaller crowd and I really wanted to see what the spider washes could do kind of on their own. So tubes, uplights, spider washes. We're gonna get some great clips tonight when it gets dark so you can see truly what they do in a room that's very bright and white and has fabric on the ceiling. So I'm very excited to see what that's gonna look like tonight. So let's go ahead and keep this day moving, get this ceremony stuff set up because you know that's the stressful part of the day and get that knocked out. We got in the old house, the original house that was here before they built this, is where the cocktails are gonna be. We're just gonna do iPad and eVerse 8 in there. And that'll be obviously after the ceremony and then boom, back down here for dinner and dancing. All right, so stick around. We got a lot of moving parts, 3 different basically rigs, and you know how we do it. Stick around. Saquon said I'm sitting here like Forrest Gump on the bench. Anyway, ceremony just happened. Right up there behind me, you can see they are taking family photos now. Went great, had the eVerse. Dude, but it's like, you guys ever do shows? I feel like most people that watch this are DJs and it's like, you make a list every time you do a show of stuff that needs to be fixed or changed. For example, iPad, new iOS 26, I think it is. Got rid of the 3-dot multitasking thing where you could put 2 apps side by side. It's gone. If you're looking for it, it's gone. Because we used to have the EV Quick Smart app on one side and the DJAY app on the right side. It's gone. Like we were sitting there Googling, watching YouTube videos, never did figure it out. So I'm standing there, you know, controlling it from the back of the speaker like I used to do before we figured the app out. So I don't know, some days it's just super frustrating. Technology's crazy. Like, why would you change that? That was genius. Anyway, I digress. Ceremony went great. I had a mic on the groom, lavalier mic, and a lavalier mic on the officiant. Went great. The couple was standing way apart for some reason. I'm not sure why, when they were reading their vows to each other. And luckily, this officiant must be experienced because he stepped closer to the bride and actually took it off his jacket and held it right over to her face. So shout out to the officiant today. He's my new favorite hero. So anyway, we are going to do some final prep as they are enjoying cocktails at the house up there. We're just doing that on autopilot. Again, it's only 87 people, so it's not too crowded up there. And we're going to check on things in the conservatory. I got a change, of course, and then we're just gonna keep this thing moving. And I think it's gonna be a good time. Small but excited wedding. Let's call it that. Stick around. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Upchurch. We are about to start our evening with the introduction of the wedding party. They're going to be coming in through those double doors at the far end of the room, and when they do, I need everybody to make some noise. Can y'all do that for me tonight? Hold on a second, hold on. Can y'all make some noise for me tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the wedding party. Towels up, let's go. Napkins up, napkins up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need everybody on their feet. Everybody on your feet. It is my pleasure to introduce your bride and groom. Everybody make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Toland. Keep it going, y'all. Nice job. This is their first dance as husband and wife.
If you ever go to pieces, fall between the fun and the collapse, I will put you back together.
So moving on with the night, it's going really well. We had a nice little introduction, full wedding party, which is kind of what everybody's doing now, just bringing the entire wedding party instead of doing individual names. I'm sure y'all are seeing that as well. Then the couple came in, of course, they fired off some cold sparks. Not sure we got that on film, but maybe got a little taste of it. We don't do that. They brought in another DJ company that we're friends with, and they fired them off right when they walked in. I think it was actually a surprise for the bride and groom, paid for by one of the parents. So right now we're just eating dinner. Saquon and I got to grab something real quick, buffet dinner, which we don't see super often, but definitely moves by fast. Couple's already eaten. They're kind of going table to table, so we're just playing background music. And then after this, we got toasts. They're actually doing the shoe game, which we will probably film. I call it the shoe game. They call it the newlywed game. So we're doing that tonight, which we haven't done in forever. And then, so toast, shoe game, and then open dancing. So we'll see where we're going from here. Stick around. Okay, I'll do the sign off on my own tonight since Saquon drove himself to the venue because he lives closer to the venue than he does the office. Anyway, rolling in about 11:30. Not too bad. All in all, a good night. Everything went smoothly. No problems. Got to check out the new spider wash from Both Lighting. So that was new little gear piece there. They work great. I need to do a little work on my sound switch. But all in all, a good night all the way around. I did forget how, I guess, challenging sometimes small weddings can be. I mean, if you only start with 87 people and only, 50 want to dance, and then a few people leave, to go home early or whatever, it gets to be really small. Now, luckily they had a tiny dance floor, but kind of a big room. But it all worked out, I think, in the end. It seemed like everybody was happy, seemed like everybody had a good time. The couple seemed like they had a good time. So I'm going to call it a success. So I'm on to the next one. Our next show is on a Thursday. And out of all these years DJing, I don't know that I've ever done a Thursday wedding. Now, I know there's plenty of people in other markets. Oh, we play every day of the week. Raleigh is not really a destination location. So very curious how that one's going to go. Stick around and keep watching the channel. Of course, we're going to shoot the gig log from that. But we are going to put a bow on this one and just say thank you to everybody that watches these videos. Please subscribe to the channel, give the video a big old thumbs up, and of course, please leave your comments because I personally like to go through and read them and respond to them. Thanks, everybody. See you next time on another video. Peace. Good night.